Well guys, I got all the belts on. Sorry, I'm just gonna use my flashlight here. Here's the balance shaft belt. Same thing. This one has to get pried down instead of up. So basically you'll pry this down. I just used the butt of a wooden hammer, rubber mallet to be exact. Then I tighten this bolt here. And then this one right here is what locks both the tensioner bearings in and keeps it there. So this is very important. This is why you have access to it with the timing cover on. It's because, I mean, this is what really, this is what locks your tension right in. So on that note, as you can see, balance shaft is there, guys. Now is a good time if you haven't already done it, or if you're ever building your engine, double check your head gasket bolts. I got ARP head studs, of course, so just double check, make sure your tension is still what's specified. And on another note, before you get the valve cover on, you can actually do your valves if you want. Just grab your feeler gauge and adjust your valves. I actually have a video on this. You can always go check it out. Another good guy who I basically learned from was Eric the Car Guy. He's actually the one that I learned how to do the valves on. So you guys can do that. Another thing is, make sure your intake is all nice and shiny. So when you get the intake gasket on, you have no leaks, because this would be very infamous to find a vacuum leak, especially on the F-22As. And another thing is don't ever chance this guy right here. When you put your intake gasket on, there's going to be like an orange seal, and this is a coolant port. If your orange seal is damaged, I recommend totally put on a new intake gasket, because if not, you're going to have a lot of coolant basically just dripping out of the blocks. Another thing I want to mention is if you ever go about, like, you want to clean, like say you want to clean your areas and stuff and you're worried about dust, I recommend tack cloths. This is all I'm using, just a tack cloth. A lot of paint preppers use it basically to get all the dust specks off. I've actually got this thing in oil and it still clings to it, so just recommending that tack cloth. Works great, especially when you need to get some dust particles out and you want to make sure your gaskets seal. So yeah, I'm gonna go double head and check my head bolts. I'm gonna do my valve timing, and after all that, I'm gonna get the valve cover on. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you for all the people that have watching. I'm glad if my videos are helping you. If they're not helping you, I'm hoping it helps someone else. So thank you.